But so far it appears that there were no other survivors.
Oh my God! I'm bald!
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 King of the Hill episodes.
This is Lillian. She's delicate.
Pleased to meet you, Lillian.
Oh, that was much too sudden.
Heck, I'm all passion. Dad, why didn't you tell me about any of this?
Because you're never interested in anything good.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most hilarious, most emotional, and overall best installments of this Texas set series. What are your favorite King of the Hill episodes or moments? Let us know in the comments. Number 10, Hanky Panky and High Anxiety. King of the Hill might have seemed like a simple premise, but it had a lot of ambition where it came to storytelling. In this noirish two-parter, a gruesome crime scene is discovered after Hank Hill's boss, Buck Strickland, separates from his wife.
Debbie! Somebody shot Debbie!
When Peggy discovers the body of Buck's former secretary and lover, Debbie Grund, her law-abiding, propane-selling husband becomes a suspect. Hank becomes even more stressed out for a while after he accidentally has his first experience with a certain plant.
Oh no, my eyes are turning bloodshot. I'm going on a trip. I look like I'm doped out of my gourd.
As the truth unfolds, we're treated to a deep story and hilarious twists. If Mike Judge ever wants to make a mystery movie, we're definitely seeing it.
For as Debbie climbed into that dumpster, her foot accidentally tripped the hammer on the gun. So, Debbie Grund's killer was Debbie Grund.
Number 9, A Firefighting We Will Go.
William Fontaine de la Tour, Sergeant Barber, United States.
Numbskull, shut up.
Hank and his three best friends, Bill, Dale, and Boomhauer, all have pretty divergent views on the world. So if you ask them to explain how a firehouse burned down, you're going to get 4 very different explanations. Season 3's A Firefighting We Go is a hilarious episode that perfectly captures the personalities of each of the 4 friends and how they relate to each other.
My face hurts.
And it'll match your ass when I'm done kicking it.
And it especially deserves a spot on this list for the scene where the usually incomprehensible Boomhauer sounds clear as a bell, while his pals are the marble-mouthed ones.
And keep it down, guys, will you? I am trying to get through an article on vintage Camaros, and I've been on the same dang page for 20 minutes.
Dang old pretty pizza, but I'll tell you what.
Number 8, Propane Boom and Propane Boom 2, Death of a Propane Salesman. The Propane Boom saga is also the story that makes up the show's historic first two-parter. When Superstore Megalomart starts selling propane, Hank's employer, Strickland Propane, shuts down.
I've decided to shut down this branch of Strickland Propane.
What? No, sir, we can't give up.
Hank, listen, I got 4 more branches to think about. Sometimes you just gotta cut off a finger to save the hand.
He ends up working for the enemy. Unfortunately, Hank's job change results in a literally explosive climax.
Oh no!
What makes this two-parter especially notable is that the events of the story deeply affect the main character we know and love. We see him develop a severe phobia of his beloved propane and his own mortality. The two-parter is also a very touching examination of grief, with characters like Hank, Luann, Con, and Bobby all looking inward in a truly moving fashion.
Here's some CDs I don't listen to anymore. Later, Buckley.
Buckley. My hair!
Number 7, Soldier of Misfortune. While King of the Hill was often a very subdued show, it was also capable of going broader and still staying true to itself. In this episode, conspiracy theorist and exterminator Dale Gribble sabotages his chance to remain president of the local gun club.
I'm unfit to carry a weapon.
Hank tries to lift his friend's spirits by pretending to be a recruiter with a secret mission for Dale. Things completely get out of hand and result in a hostage situation.
Well, you better start talking or you're gonna end up just like the guy who spilled that red wine.
Okay, just calm down. You seem like a reasonable fella, so you'll probably get a chuckle out of this.
Dale's coming to kill you.
I knew it!
This episode also adds a very committed Gary Busey playing Dale's rival, Mad Dog, and the origin of the classic pocket sand meme.
Briefcase.
What the hell are you doing?
Give it. Pocket sand.
All in all, Soldier of Misfortune is a King of the Hill episode that's equal parts tense and side-splitting. Number 6, Escape from Party Island.
Hank, you're making too much out of this.
Mom, that fella asked you to show him your high beams. Now, do you even know what he meant?
Of course I do. I've been driving longer than you.
Hank Hill wasn't always in touch with the younger generation. That's exactly what makes Escape from Party Island so perfect. When Hank escorts his mother and her friends to visit a miniatures museum in Port Aransas, they unwittingly end up in the middle of MTV's spring break celebration.
No. Hey, you kids, knock it off. Come on, some of us are trying to sleep. Okay, you asked for it. You. What room are your parents in?
The episode completely delivers on its fish-out-of-water premise. In one classic moment, Hank is horrified by a wet t-shirt contest. The episode also surprisingly displays a lot of heart as he learns to be more loving towards his mother. And whoever thought we'd hear Phyllis Diller, Betty White, and Pauly Shore all in the same episode?
You said you'd get us out of here. Tilly, your boy is all talk. I hate you.
Hank, get us out of here.
Number 5, Pilot. Many shows take a few episodes or even a whole season to find their footing. That wasn't the case with King of the Hill.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The pilot episode does a great job at introducing viewers to Arlen, Texas, and to the Hill family. Specifically, it's an episode about the relationship between Hank and his aspiring prop comic son, Bobby.
I like this new generation of music.
Hello?
Mother of God, it's all toilet sounds.
After a Little League accident gives Bobby a black eye, a huge misunderstanding leads to a social worker investigating the household. Comedies typically avoid tackling serious themes so early, but the way the show confidently combined humor and heavy topics in its first episode quickly distinguished it from other comedy shows.
Now you listen here. You see that boy? That's my boy. And if you ever try to take him away, so help me God, I'll tear you a new one bigger than the Grand Canyon.
Number 4, I Don't Want to Wait. Like most animated shows, the characters on King of the Hill didn't really age. However, one crucial development happened in the show's 5th season.
13? You know, in my religion, 13 is your official passage into manhood. It's called a bar mitzvah, or big party.
Is that an Arizona thing?
Arizona, New York, Miami.
When Bobby's 13th birthday is coming up, he becomes envious of his best friend who just hit puberty. Meanwhile, Joseph, now voiced by Breckin Meyer, is terrified of changes to his body and his budding hormones.
Whoa. Joseph, what's going on?
I can't dance.
Compared to me, no.
I've got stretch marks on my shoulders and zits on my back. I can't even ride my own bike anymore.
Puberty is extremely difficult to experience and hard to tackle in a sensitive way, but this episode excels in reminding viewers that the awkward years are not forever and everyone has their own journey to maturity.
What is it now? Did you come here to watch me do my homework?
I just wanted to say it was all my fault. I mean, Bobby did it to help me, 'cause I'm such a, oh man, I'm not good with girls. Girls.
Number 3, Keeping Up with Our Joneses.
You ever had any cigarette? Well, no. How about you? Only secondhand from my dad. You wanna spark it?
Bobby Hill is a good kid who occasionally makes some very serious errors in judgment. And while his father also means well, he can also be quite short-sighted. When Hank catches Bobby smoking, he employs the questionable tactic of making him smoke until he's sick.
You are gonna smoke this entire carton.
Huh? I thought you said you didn't want me to smoke anymore.
Oh, this'll take care of that, believe me.
Unfortunately, this backfires when Hank decides to indulge in cigarettes. Eventually, the whole family gets hooked on nicotine. It's up to Luann to help the family help themselves. The story shows how hard it is to quit smoking while making a lovable and memorable episode.
Hey, what are you doing, Luann?
Unlock this door right now.
I'm cranking y'all in like an unruly dog.
I'm sick of dysfunctional families. I came from one, and I'm not going to let it happen to you.
Number 2, Bobby Goes Nuts. One of the show's most iconic lines comes from the show's 6th season premiere.
If you eat some dirt, then maybe I'll leave you alone.
But I don't want to eat any dirt. Well, maybe just a little.
After Hank encourages Bobby to take boxing lessons, he ends up taking a woman's self-defense class. Here, he learns the power of the phrase,
"That's my purse! I don't know you!"
He also becomes feared in the schoolyard for his strategy of targeting his enemies below the belt. Hank himself eventually suffers the consequences of teaching his son to defend himself. This plot all culminates in an epic clash between Peggy and Bobby.
I'm sorry, Mom. It was a reflex. Mom, okay. I said I was sorry.
All right, Peggy, let him go.
The moral? Never underestimate the effectiveness of some good below-the-belt based comedy. Also, try not to fight dirty. Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Hank and the Great Glass Elevator. Texas Governor Ann Richards voiced herself in the episode.
The Honorable Ann Richards.
Megalo Dale. Dale tackles an apparent rodent problem at Megalo Mart.
Just thank me by doing a thorough, discreet, professional, quiet, detailed, courteous, efficient job.
I won't let you down. I'm actually going to spray poison instead of walking around going
And they call it Bobby Love. Bobby deals with heartbreak by eating a giant steak.
Come on, Mom. Dad, we're leaving.
Yeah!
Revenge of the Lutefisk. A bad meal leads to accidental arson.
It's all my fault. I ate the lutefisk. I got sick in the bathroom. I lit the matches. I burned down the church. I let everyone blame Grandpa.
To Sirloin with Love. A strong series finale.
And this bone is so big and flat. Everybody knows the tiny bone side of the sirloin is the most tender. What kind of steak joint is this?
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Returning Japanese and Returning Japanese 2.
The men of the greatest generation have a new mission. But instead of bayonets and bullets, they are wielding reflection and forgiveness as they return to the battlefields of their youth, confronting the haunting memories they've tried to leave behind.
The best King of the Hill episode is yet another two-parter that finds the Hills going overseas. When Hank's crotchety father, World War II veteran Cotton, is haunted by visions of soldiers he took down in combat, he tries to make amends by taking a trip overseas. The tension increases when Hank meets his long-lost half-brother, Junichiro, during the journey.
It's a boy. Look at him. Tall as Mount Fuji.
This story also finds time to give Bobby a romance plot and let Cotton's humanity shine through his prejudice. Meanwhile, back in Arlen, shenanigans lead to Dale and Bill pretending to be Hank and Peggy. This episode shows how perfectly King of the Hill could mix the poignant with the ridiculous.
And I cannot open the door as I am making love to my wife, Peggy.
We're doing it.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.